There's rolling waters. We are feel Atlantis.
You're in Atlantis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's rolling waters, and I'm hovering above this crystal city that's like around this ledge. And it does look like that first place. Similar. Similar. It's not the same place. That first place I landed. There's like spirals, selenite, they're buildings off the cliff, and then they touch the water, and then there's other stuff in the water, but it's this rolling. I'm just seeing the sun and the water, and I see the water rolling like the soft waves that go.
Do you
And
see
then
yourself as a female or as male?
I'm a female,
How old is your body?
112,
Whoa.
and I'm floating.
Are you in spirit?
Yes,
So you
but
are,
I can go back and forth, materialize and not.
wow. So you could go in and be physical body and then come out and float around.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I
Now,
have
is this
wings.
like,
I have wings too.
you have wings?
When I'm in spirit, when I'm floaty, spiritual mode.
What do you look like?
A woman with wings of light,
Mm-hmm.
with flowing robes.
Are you an angel?
No,
Mm.
but
You're just from Atlantis.
I'm some kind of church spirit. Like I'm a priestess in just having like moments of disbelief. I don't know, like or I don't want to go deeper in
Okay, there's a reason
something
why
like resistance, I guess.
so don't be afraid. Remember you're safe. Remember you're safe and remember that we're here to get information that's gonna help you.
So I live in it's like a it's not the selenite spiral, it's a rose quartz elongated kind of a diamond shape building off the cliff.
Mhm. If you live inside of the crystals,
There there are these off the cliff
mhm,
somehow. Well, actually, they're mind power, yeah. They built these. There's selenite. There's some are rose quartz, and some are clear quartz. And I see some like blue, something. I think they're sapphires, and these are special like schools and places where people study different like energy and crystal energy, definitely. I'm in the rose quartz, and I live, and it's all females there. And yes, they can all change and shift their density. And some glow different colors, but we're all there.
is Atlantis on Earth or is it in another galaxy, another planet?
It's on Earth, but it's the beginnings. It's during the beginnings
Beginning of the Earth, yeah.
of Atlantis. It's still formed. No, it's we just got there. Like I remember when we got there when I was young, but it's been there for like about 100 years or so.
So at 112 years old, are you considered Middle age, young, old?
Young.
You're still young at 112.
Yes, everybody there is about 200, 300, some very old ones around 600 years old. We came, it's a newly, where did we come from? I keep getting us descending into these cliffs on Earth and then just starting to build and move things. We definitely come from outside Earth. I remember seeing us going past the moon,
So you come from a different
but
planet.
we're not in a ship. It's more like we're a conglomerate of souls and we're together, kind of flying together. And then we come to Earth, and that's when we start to then we get denser into physicality.
So cool. And you could shift in and out of that.
A what?
You could shift in and out of a physical body.
Yes, the more we were on Earth, the more we could then shift, go deep, more physical.
Wow. What do you
And
do?
we,
What do you do at Atlantis? What's your job?
I'm I'm a teacher, so I teach the rose ray. It's the feminine. Yeah, it's the keeper of the feminine ways. Like we definitely work with the mother, with feminine, with creativity, and I teach there. Like I'm one of the priestesses there and teachers. Like, but I just started,
Mhm.
and I had been studying there, and then now I just became a teacher there.
Pretty
Two
fast.
kids that now were born there.
Is there anybody in this place that you recognize from this lifetime?
My mother, she's also one of the teachers there, like like a co-worker. And then I really have to go to the bathroom again.
Go ahead. Oh, you already saw that it doesn't break anything. You're just gonna go.
Okay. Like,
You're
all right,
just
then
gonna
I'm gonna go
to the
go
bathroom.
quickly and come back. Thank you for all the patience. Be right back. Okay. So
Go
I
ahead and
feel
take. Huh?
mhm,
How do you feel?
just have a lot of like disbelief and resistance to this life, though I have seen the I've had this resistance before and have seen this lifetime before.
It
Like
makes a
the
lot of sense because of the things that you're drawn to in this life. Crystals, the energy work.
yes,
So
it's
you.
how to work, how to tap into the wisdom of the earth the same way that we did when we came down, and it wasn't just us souls, it was like a huge treaty to then bring in these wisdom into the earth. So it wasn't just from our planet, a whole bunch of people then that were taken from different planets and different dimensions to come in and
No,
build Atlantis.
I've always believed that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I- um, yeah, I guess yeah. Um, so
What's
definitely
her
Pleiadian
name in this place? Because you're gonna call upon her when you need guidance and stuff. What's her name? I think
Ashtara. Oh my God. It's the first time that
Ashtara.
yes. Oh
Wow.
my God. Whew.
What does it mean?
Means light of the north, is it? And now I have to go look it up. I'm a
No,
writer.
don't. You don't have to work with
I I know, but we'll figure
that.
that out.
We'll figure it out
Uh,
later.
but it's light of the north, como la luz que alumbra,
Uh-huh.
que más alumbra, North Star or something like that.
Can you ask her if you could call upon her later for strength and
Ask her now.
yeah, ask her if you could call her. She could be your guide.
Hmm.
Has she been your guide?
Yes, and I have talked to her. Oh my God. I have talked to her before. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like laughing because no, and she's pointing back to where I got when I got nervous. You were asking me what I did.
Yeah.
It's the same type of resistance of like it's like what I do, I fly through you and I tell you what I see
Yeah.
with
Can she help
crystals.
you with your abundance issues, you think? Can you ask her?
There's certain things that she says yes and no.
Mhm.
Uh, yes. She keeps pointing to decisions from me. Like this one is the abundance one. It's not here.
Mm.
Like it's the issue is not in this lifetime or in
Yeah,
this.
because you were pretty
And
abundant. You had everything you needed.
yeah, no. Yeah, that one I knew how to we were like expert cave vibers. So like the we would bring out different tonalities. We would sing to the stones like that, like the Lord of the Rings thing where she when she sang to the stones to get them alive. So it
Ask
was
her,
kind
is it possible to have a connection cord, to create a connection cord between her and you at this time? Like for when you are struggling with abundance, you could connect with her and remember this lifetime where there was no necessities.
yes, she's actually substituting something the straight to where I got the the sword
Yeah. So she's
that
gonna.
was gurgling. Yes, she's gonna put it because my stomach was like gurgling really fast right after that.
Can she fill it up
Uh,
with light and help you
yeah,
restore that?
yeah, she's play grabbing some sort of like gold paste and just kind of spreading that all over the middle of my stomach. Where the
Okay.
okay, and she's placing from her wrist, she's growing from her with the vein that's going through her wrist, she's sending that cord in there, full of light. It's repairing.
Yeah.
It's
Let it
okay.
happen.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Let me know when she's done.
Mm. Keeps throwing like these golden threads in there and like grabbing stuff till it sticks to it and then pulling out the thread and throwing it away. Like como un bollo de hilo, golden. She throws it in the and she's pulling out all the crap. There was a lot of crap in there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna place the crystal right there. It's right, yeah, right around the navel.
I just feel like she has a lot of abundance and she could actually connect you with your abundance.
Mm.
So
Feeling of it, yeah.
yeah, the feeling of it and the feeling of not needing anything.
Hmm.
She has everything she needs. She's never in
Yeah.
lack. And I feel like if you have a connection cord with her, this will help you.
Yeah, she's still cleansing
Yeah.
something in the stomach, but yeah.
Let's just let her do her work. Let her do her. There's no rush.
Hmm. She cleaned up, she's placing her hand on my stomach for a bit. Mm.
With this, can you feel that she's also healing that feeling of betrayal?
Mm.
Yeah. Like if nothing, like it didn't even happen, right?
Mhm. There's a lot of that very dense uh gray energy on my 3 lower chakras that still needs to be released. I think she's gonna be working on me in the next 3 weeks,
Okay,
releasing that. So
very good.
yeah.
Can you ask her if she has more things to show you about this lifetime with when you were her? That is you, you know that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ashtara.
I feel disconnected, but I know it's or somehow got disconnected from knowing
Can you ask her
she is
what do you need to feel connected?
joy of being the flowering of your entire system. That happens, joy. She's showing me when I'm in that bliss state.
Mhm.
She was always like that, just like a Taurus of joy, energy, beaming, just being, connecting.
When you're at this state of bliss, you don't need anything, right?
No, she was, no.
Yeah.
Even even all the knowledge that she collected during all that time didn't feel hard or, didn't weigh her down. It just expanded her. It informed her.
Did
And she was able to help the creatures that were already here, because there were all sorts of souls in different stages, but no matter what weird misalignment the creature or the soul had, she was able to not take it on, just inform and bring healing to the situation instead of being a host. She's just showing me before I became slave type or as a soul stuck,
Can you ask her what is the key to feeling blissful for you in this lifetime? Like, what is it that you need to do to go back into that remembering, to the state of bliss, that state of being?
It's in the heart. I have it. And it's the one that I turn to. I just sit in the heart until it starts to unfold and it happens.
So by opening your heart, you could go to that blissful place.
Being very present in the heart, yes. Then it just starts pouring out like the bliss of my soul starts to feed me. I've been there before. That's why it's so hard for me to be in like all of a sudden not hard, like feels hard again after being bliss and flow for a while. Although I haven't really been, I was in bliss and flow, and then I wasn't. It comes real.
Yeah. So has she finished the healing in your abdomen, or is she going to continue on for the next weeks, like you said?
Yeah, she's gonna continue. There's like a lot of stuff in the back, all that pain I have in my lower back, and I feel like all my butt, all that area, she's gonna be working.
Will she do anything for your ankle?
She says not yet. All right.
Okay. Well, can you ask her like what needs to happen? Heal your ankle.
A mindset change and an understanding, but like conscious understanding and choosing something shift, like some mindset shift.
Is it true that you're having this ankle problem because you're not moving forward in life? Direction that you need to? What is the purpose behind the ankle situation?
Well, it holds back. It's in a big I can't. Test.
So
Big
like
test.
gives you an excuse? Is that?
There might be, yes, like that I can play victim with it, or that I can, and that people outpouring of love towards me because they see me hobbling about. They feel sorry for me. But then I don't want to, then it's like, no, I don't know. Anyway, there's conflict around those thoughts.
So we're gonna.
It's a big I can't.
A big I can't. Yeah.
It is like I keep going in there. It's like I can't, and it gets worse when I think I can't. When I'm like in my head thinking the worst, or I can't, or like, oh my god, it's too much. It starts going like to the side, and I can't even stand on it.
So let's ask Ashtara if we could move you forward to an important day as life as Ashtara, a day that is considered very important to what's happening. Ask her to move you forward to a very important day as Ashtara, something that could help you right now. What is happening? What do you see?
She's getting a new wreath on her. She's becoming the head priestess. So she's kind of becoming like the principal of the school as well, not just the temple of, yeah, I keep getting Isis, but it's like woman. It's the word Isis and woman mixed together. The
She
word
become
before
Isis?
Isis, Ishtar? Yeah, it's a temple. It's like womb. It's a womb, big, huge womb table. It's all the temple, and it's all about the female mysteries, the the female body mysteries and its connection, how its specific connection to the earth, to the stones, to the caverns. So we live in this rose quartz. It's like a minaret type thing, kind of long and like capsule, but then has like really intricate stuff at the bottom and the top. But then that goes in deep, deep down into the cliff, down into really deep caverns where the temple is. And that's where they have these huge archways where you just go in, touch the stone, and go deep into it. And that's where we trained. And they're stone singers, they're stone vibers. They're not only can we sing, but we can vibe with the stone. Um, we changed reality by doing that. So it's like keepers of vibes. We're always checking vibe, weather, and it's very subtle, but we were the right type to do this because we understood
Can you do this again?
vibration across physicality or not, all across the board.
Can you
Yes.
do this again to change your reality?
Can I do this again?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And it's one of my gifts.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm feel so, like, wait, it's my, I feel so stuck because I'm used to changing my reality to what I want. And I'm usually good at it.
So what's holding you back this time?
Pissed off. I'm
Anger?
tired. I'm tired. I've overexerted myself. Uh, I'm tired of pushing or forcing or
But don't you remember that when you're in your magic, it's effortless,
mm,
right?
yeah.
So that I
I
just
I don't even remember my magic. Something happened. Like either I got caught up or
you're in the density of the 3D, the
mm,
thinking.
yeah, I went back to Brandy. Yes. Thank
So
you, Mom.
yeah, so that's really key to you, Brenda, that when you're in the thinking mind, you're not in your magic. Your magic is in your heart, in your right brain, and in your heart connection. Where
And actually my body where disconnected. Like there's different thing. I heal through my eyes. There's different, like my body, it has scared me. And I go ahead and disconnect. Either because it's too sexual, too this, too it gets too much attention, too many curves, too many, you know, it has driven some men wild. Um, and I've gotten also, yes, I did get I mean, I had sexual molestation early on since I was 6, so that would disconnect me from my body, to protect
Um,
myself. But they're in the body, in
and
the presence, in the now. There are
mhm.
things that I activate, but I get scared and then kind of avoid or just like overwork myself to not do that because I don't understand it.
Yeah,
Um,
so it seems to me like you gotta go into like baby steps of rediscovering yourself. Because if you go in too fast, too deep, it could get scary. Is that right?
I've I've done that all my life. Like I've really been discovering.
Hmm.
It's not that I'm afraid.
Hmm.
It's the unleashing of the power. Yeah, definitely in the power dynamics. I That's where I get iffy and indecisive and I doubt, you know,
What is it that you
that
doubt?
my power or that
Did
I
Ashtara finish putting that cord between you and her?
no, she wants to clean before establishing that. So
Okay, just to clean.
yeah, so yeah, I'll keep tapping back into her
Yeah.
when
So
it feels right to
I'm gonna
create that cord.
take you forward again with Ashtara. Okay.
Okay.
To another important scene, another important day that you consider to be important in this lifetime of Ashtara. You could tell me what is happening, what's going on with Ashtara with you.
She's marrying the Sapphire King guy. His name is Alantorius. What is that? Alantorus. Alantorus. He She always knew that they were going to marry from the moment that she saw him, but she spent a lot of time just admiring him from afar. I Yeah, I seem to not want to, like, it 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 was much easier to be in the it's hard to be in her body. It's so high, the vibration. Like,
Yeah,
I keep wanting to see this from the outside, floating above her, but
you can if that makes it easy.
yeah, yeah, I mean, but I'm trying to go in. She's in front of many people, and uh, they're marrying. Who did they get married? I think it was chosen. It was an elder that chose this marriage, but then she's really happy. I'm really happy because this is the one that I really wanted. And although it's very calm, beautiful love, and when we get together, it's very uh, peaceful, like balanced, because he's very mental. He's like the blue sapphire crystal workers, the priests, the sapphire. They work with the mental body and the masculine leadership, not so much as creativity, but mental and
I think you could
principles of right action. So it feels very, very balanced and very happy.
right now.
and the sun is shining on us, and we're on a platform, and there's a whole bunch of people below. And it's it's a public thing because it's two schools kind of marrying each other, not just us marrying each other, but like the marriage of masculine, feminine priests. And it was big for the community at large.
Yeah, it sounds like a big deal.
It feels like it's huge ceremony. But
What
we're
have you,
very happy with each other. It's political, but we're very happy. They got us together.
but it's true love, it's true companionship.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Mhm.
And I knew I was just waiting for it because I saw it the minute I saw him that he was gonna be. And by this time we were already to like 254 years old. So
Did you have any children, or is that like something that happens there or not?
yes, we had 3 children later on.
Mhm. Who are your children?
And they became denser. And I see them, they're no longer in Atlantis, but more in that place, but in like provinces where they have farm and like earth like more like hobbit houses type thing. They're like earth huts and stuff,
Yeah. Hmm.
a lot more earthy, not so much.
It's definitely transitions.
But it's sort of like even starting a new one of them, the older kid, it starts a new village somewhere far, but they're beginning like help found civilization.
Mhm. Did you see the fall of Atlantis? Did you
Yeah.
experience that?
Yes, but I'm a different soul,
So
different person.
different
I
person.
mean, a different person. Yeah.
When you were Ashtara,
And
go ahead, tell me.
I have seen that over and over. That life other times.
Yeah. But okay, but
I'm
as Ashtara, did you pass away? Did you transition? How did you leave Atlantis or Earth, or how
no,
did
I
you
I
transition?
transitioned at around 650 years old, and I was buried there, deep inside the temple, underneath the temple,
What temple?
the rose quartz temple for the priestess, the like crystal singers. I don't know, what were their names?
So what? Why did you transition? Was it just your time, or did you get sick? Did something happen to you?
It was time, and it was time to leave power to others. There were darker times coming in, and it was harder for me to stay
So you
for
pretty
my
much
body.
like got Atlantis started.
Yeah, I was there. Definitely helped with
You
that.
helped. You
It
helped.
was um it became something different. It became too dense in the consciousness. It was hard for me to be there. There was a lot of power dynamics. It got darker, denser politically. It was harder to be human, be here, and continue in integration. You would continue to the consciousness and the connection to the earth, and it would continue to crumble and disconnect and separate. It was devolutive, not uh, you know
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah,
It
and I
wasn't
couldn't.
what it was when you were starting.
No, it got progressively darker, the consciousness, and harder to stay alive.
Why
Became
did it get darker? What was happening that became dark? What made it dark?
powers were getting more and more. They were messing with human life, with the crystals as well, with the energy, and wanting to keep it for themselves, and the information, all this information, being a lighted human was being cut. It was getting hard. They were killing also a lot of these priestesses that I was training as well. I was too powerful, but then they would just kill a lot of my husband's as well, because he was the head
Mhm.
principal of the school, which was like the masculine stone singers in a way. They were all frequency masters,
That makes
and you they would choose you sort of like, they see that you had the attitude, the gifts for it, and then they would train you, sort of like they train the monks, became part of that school. But it became harder and harder for us to maintain equilibrium, which was what we did in terms of frequency wise for the earth. it, for him and for me, at first it was very beautiful and easy, and then it just became harder and harder. Um, and
how would you travel when how did you travel when you were there?
mind is
With the
just,
mind, right? Like you just thought about it
yeah,
and you were there.
yeah, yeah. I was, yeah. I could, because I could, the ones who started from, we were Palladian from I think from Maya. I'm getting is there Calliope?
Mhm.
And then I don't know. I'm getting that name. It was easy for us to come in and out of material. Our minds were very strong in integrity, and we grew and bloomed, and we got used to physicality or not. But the ones who started being born, our kids definitely were not able to go completely like that. They had to walk. They didn't, they could definitely get less dense, but they wouldn't go completely, beam themselves in and out of physicality. And
Mm.
um, they didn't have,
So it seems
and
like
I
the
think
longer
it's
you were on Earth, the longer
Mhm.
you became more
the denser it was, and it
denser.
was really harder for us to stay in our bodies until the body became so dense, it was hard for us to go through dimensions, and then we just stepped out of it.
So, but your origin is Palladian?
Yes.
Palladian. Nice. Okay. Where exactly in the Palladium?
uh, I got those two names, Maya and Calliope. Calli- Calliope. I know Maya is one of the bigger stars. I don't know if Calliope, but, um,
I'll look it up later. So, do you want to visit when Atlantis went down as the other spirit, or do you want to look at another life? Has
mm,
Ashtar have anything else to teach you or show you?
she's definitely going to show up more. There's plenty more that she has to show me because of the work that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
She just keeps saying I need to, like, she just keeps on going into my 3 lower chakras. She's clearing out like a golden thread, and she's going in there, stuff sticks to it, she takes it out and then puts it back in, but she's still, I feel there's a whole bunch in
Well,
the
as you
back.
remember, Brenda, abundance is in the lower chakras, right?
Hmm. Yes.
So see that getting all cleared out. See
Yeah.
that Ashara is helping you clear all that crap out, and you're going to start having a shift in these next few weeks when she's done
Yes,
working.
please.
Yeah, so you need to know that. Know that
Hmm. Hmm.
when she's completed, if we need to come back and get that cord between you and her,
Hmm.
and we'll come back and do it, okay? Or
Okay.
you could just wish it. You just see it
Hmm.
happening and then it happens.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely
How
do that.
strong we are. We do things with our mind, and we need to go back to that
Oh,
power of traveling with our mind, of just touching a
mhm.
crystal and just opening your heart and feel the abundance all over you. There's no need for anything really. Get out of the left brain, out of the density of the earth and everything that
Mhm.
surrounds you, even though you are with people that remind you of the density, you could still thrive. And that's what's going to happen in the next few weeks, okay? But in the
Mhm.
meantime, does Ashtara have anything to tell you as of right now? Or does she want you to move to your subconscious mind or to another past life? Can you
He's
ask her?
saying another past life.
Okay, so let's do
She's
another
kind
one.
of, all right. She placed something like 2 amethysts on the soles of my feet. So stuff are happening.
So in the feet is where a lot of our abundance is, right?
Mhm.
Or can you ask her why you do that? What's the meaning behind that?
She's just my amethyst is my power crystal, so she's definitely grounding my power, and she is using it as a purification
Mm.
filter, because that's kind of how they work. It's